It's actually not really there. It's actually this. I got a green screen just because. Whatever. I could put cool pictures back here like this one. Or I can point to that. Or point to that. What's going on, guys? I feel like it's been forever since I made a video and it sucks. Mainly because of the holidays and I really don't have much to film. I haven't been working on the car. I haven't been even around it in about a month or two. A lot of people have been asking for it. Sorry it's taking so long, but we're doing it today. I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty of all the money that I've spent, where I've saved money, where I put money in the right places. And I know I'm probably gonna get roasted for the title, but it's truth. It's potentially the budget to have an 8-second car. Some people might have a different chassis. It's really Fox body only. I'm not saying that you can spend this amount and put it into a F body and go 8s. So first off, we're gonna go back a few years. I bought the car, I think it was like 9,800, we'll just say 10. If you don't know, small block Ford, Vortec blower, C4, just the common stuff, all stock components, suspension, all that. So complete running car, 10 grand. Sold the motor for 3, sold the C4 trans with the converter for 1,300, the Vortec blower for 1,500, complete, and about $1,000 in miscellaneous things. So that left me with 3,200 with a roller on wheels, suspension, everything, full interior. And I was going back and forth if whether I would sell the roller for, 3,500, 4 grand or whatever. And that way I could start at square one again and wouldn't lose any money. So starting out at 3,200. And that's 3,200 for me. So if you're somebody that already has a roller that you bought, or you're in the same boat as me, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna include that or not. I guess it depends how you look at it. But mainly I just wanna go over the parts that I spent the money on. So I have my notebook, everything that I've wrote down since I started all this. Yeah, I mean, everything's in order of how I purchased it. I have all the prices, the dates, how much I spent, where I got it from, all that. And then at the end, I'll just do a grand total. Some of it's kind of irrelevant. Some of it are the main parts that you need to do a swap. Some of them are just $10 hardware kits. But I'm just gonna go through my whole list just to get an idea of what you're looking at spending. So first thing I bought was a manual rack, complete setup, bump steer kit, the adapter for the steering shaft, everything. 250 bucks. Got it off Marketplace. Went on Amazon, got the cold side piping kit, 3-inch black, so it was like 100. I think it's like $85 if you get it chrome. My AJEK member kit, that was 750 bucks. Strange front struts to go with the kit, 265. 17-inch Kirky with the cover, 250. Team Z seat brackets for the Kirkies, 280. Team Z tubular radiator support, 170. Ford Contour fans from LMR, 120. Ford Contour fan brackets from LMR, 100. I got an interior hardware kit, 60 bucks. Got the Terminator X, $1,000. I built Turbo 400 trans, $1,400. I got my 4.8, which was fresh from the machine shop, never ran. Going through all new everything, complete for the most part. Plus a Team Z cross member for $1,300. Kind of overpaid, but it is what it is. I got my Speedway Motors radiator. It's a 31 by 19, 3 inches wide, $190. My Jags budget converter, part number is 60429, I believe. 360 bucks. A dual AEM 400 fuel pumps, $300. This one right here, I swear I got the last set because they're impossible to find. From Michigan Motorsports, I got a set of LS7 lifters, $125. I got a set of LS9 head gaskets, 110 from Summit. Right now we're at $7,300 spent. A battery tray kill switch, just a cheap set from Jags, 85 bucks. I got my ICT billet alternator bracket. It's the twin turbo truck one. It was $170 and it's perfect. It gives you the belt you need. It lines up with all the truck accessories. It's perfect. VS Racing 3-inch little baby intercooler, 150 bucks. VS Racing blow up valve, 65 bucks. I bought a used hot side off of somebody that already came with a VS wastegate. I paid 250 bucks for it. I couldn't use the hot side, but I mean I got the wastegate from it and I used some of the piping. UPR caster camber plates from CJ Pony Parts, 140 bucks. Got my sloppy stage 2 cam, 250 from Jags. My melting oil pump off Amazon, 60 bucks. Water pump off Amazon, 100 bucks. Right now we're at 8,500. Got the flex fuel and alternator harness from Matt Happel at Sloppy Mechanics. That was 95 bucks. And some of this isn't including the taxes or the shipping. Some of it is. So give or take some of this. This isn't exact. So a lot of these I'm rounding up. Just throwing that out there. My Snake Eater Performance 1500 injectors, 400 bucks. China head studs from eBay, 50 bucks. Flex fuel sensor from Pace Performance, 60 bucks. Marketplace, I got my Trailblazer SS intake, 150 bucks. My Faster Performance fuel rails off of eBay, 170. Real nice pieces, billet aluminum. Comes with a bunch of fittings, comes with line. I got my passenger Kirky with a cover, 260 from Speedway Motors. My Holley 302-3 oil pan, 360 bucks. Rear cover gasket, 20 bucks. LS3 dipstick with the tube, 35 bucks from Rock Auto. You have to use that with the Holley pan. And it's a pain, but I don't think there's any way around it. LS2 timing chain, 30 bucks. Brian Tooley timing cover gasket, $16. Oil pan bolts, oil pan gasket, 40 bucks. Turbo 400 dipstick, it's like a flexible one from Jags, 50 bucks. So right now we're at 10,300. I got two dash 10 fuel filters from Jags, $140. I got two 0 to 100 PSI sensors from Low Dollar. They make a lot of nice stuff. 70 bucks for two sensors. Holley wants like 115 for one. Went back to Snake Eater Performance. I got a 92mm throttle body, $130. Motion Raceworks, a steam vent kit. It was 200 bucks. IET sensor with the bung, 40 bucks. I got the ZR1 map sensor, 70 bucks. ICT billet valley cover, $60. Got the NOS solid state relay, $65. You're gonna need that if you want to use the bump or the trans brake with the Holley. So right there, we're at about a little over 11 grand. Went to eBay and got a catch cam for 30 bucks. It's got two dash 10 inlets, perfect for what I need. Got some dash 10 line and some fittings for 60 bucks off of Shipbox Supplies. Had to get push rods. You guys will probably be able to use the stock ones, but I had to get specific ones. So Brian Tooley Racing, they were 95 bucks. Timing cover seal, 25 bucks. The trans brake protection module from Holley, that was 33 bucks. This is just a cosmetic thing. The ICT billet coil brackets, $40. ICT billet rad hose adapter, which I needed to use, and it comes with the 1/8 inch MPT thread in it to use the steam vent kit. That was $15. The rad hose fitting, 8 bucks. I got like 3 foot of 1/4 inch vacuum hose for $6. This is all little stuff, but we're at $11,400. For the throttle body, I had to get a 4-inch to 3-inch 90-degree coupler. Good old Amazon, 20 bucks. Figured I'd get valve cover gaskets, 20 bucks off of Amazon. I got a fuel pump mount, $20. I got a $60 LS starter from Amazon. That thing works great so far. Got a dash 10 post filter for my pumps from SK Speed in Long Island, New York, 75 bucks. A Y block for my dual pumps from eBay. That was 30 bucks. I got another Y block for dash 8 that I'm running from my main line to my rails. 18 bucks from eBay. The throttle cable bracket for the Trailblazer SS intake from Glenn's Performance. That was 35 bucks. The T4 merge flange from Monkey Fab, $100. My welder appreciated that. I got two of the mandrel bend. It's got the U, it's got the straight, it's got the 45. I forget the name. I call it a J bend or something like that. I got that piping from eBay, mild steel, 60 bucks. Two of them was plenty enough for my hot side to be built. I went to Jigs and got the thermostat kit, which was the thermostat housing with the thermostat. 160 degrees, that was 30 bucks. This is all the fuel line and the catch can line. So I got 10 foot of dash 10 hose, $90 from Jigs. 15 foot of dash 8, 120. All my dash 10 fittings were 70 bucks. 3 10AN O-ring fittings, that was 30 bucks. All my dash 8 fittings were 90 bucks. And my turbo feed fittings in line were 12 bucks. And I got the Sonex flange yoke, that was 100 bucks. So right now we're at 12,400. I got my turbo oil lines, that was 50 bucks from eBay. 8AN 45 for 8 bucks. 8AN coupler for 9 bucks. I went to Scott Rod Fab and got the heater box plate and the wiper block off plate. That was 40 bucks for both of them. Got a race quip harness. That was 80 bucks from Jigs. I got my two transmission fittings for the transcooler, 16 bucks. Intake bolts from Amazon, $18. This is the labor that I paid to get my hot side built. It was 250 bucks. So all in all, you take the 250 for the labor, the $100 Monkey Fab merge flange, and the piping kit for 60 bucks. It's a turbo kit for just that $400. This isn't on here because I won it on a raffle. Shout out to Matt Rice, DNR Auto. He does raffles on Facebook. And I won my VS Racing 7875. It's the Gen 2.5. I won that for like 30 bucks. So I'm not including this. Like I said, this is my list. So that's not included. So just take that into consideration. Door hinge kit from LMR, 25 bucks. Everybody knows the Fox body door sag is the most annoying thing ever. The throttle cable that I used for my car was a Buick SUV throttle cable, 40 bucks from Rock Auto. I also bought the cable stops from Amazon, and they were like 5 bucks. That's what I use on my stock pedal. The Glenn's Performance throttle cable bracket, the Buick SUV cable, it slides right in there. It's factory fit. On the other side, you're hooking it up to a Ford pedal. So you gotta cut the pieces off and then you just put a cable stop on it and hook it right to the pedal and it's perfect. Once again, this is just stupid stuff. Fender bolt kit from LMR, 33 bucks. Door tension spring, that was 20 bucks. And fender bolts, $8. So I got all new hardware. Anything that I took off, fenders, hood, bumper, I got all new hardware along with the interior too. And believe me, it's worth it to spend the money to get brand new hardware, because when you're working with 20-30-year-old bolts. The Borg S400 V-band flange from Amazon, 40 bucks. Went to Shipbox Supplies again and got two 10AN fittings and 2 foot of 10AN hose for 30 bucks. You can't beat that. I got a trim ring from Motion. That was 18 bucks. 1/16 MPT to 1/4 inch tubing fitting. So that's what goes into my regulator, my fuel pressure regulator. That was 12 bucks. I had some 4-inch piping from a diesel truck laying around. So that's what I used for most of my exhaust. But I also bought one 4-inch 90 from Motion Raceworks for 45 bucks. That's what I used to make my bullhorn. I got the Derail 13700 transcooler, 175 bucks. I also got the Derail temperature switch that goes with that for 35. So together that's 210. Got both of them from Motion Raceworks. I got a 1.25" rad hose for 20 bucks. A trans temp gauge for 40 bucks from Jigs. And then the last few things, I got a 3-port Mac valve for nothing, but I'll just say 35 bucks. Got the relays and all the wiring, let's say 60, and I still have to buy my drive shaft for 350. And there's also a lot of miscellaneous things that just add up. Right now we're at 14,200 bucks. So I'll just round that up, 800 bucks, and make it 15 grand. And like I said, everybody's is going to be different. Some people might not spend $1,100 on the motor. Some people might not spend $1,400 on a trans. But we'll call it 15K. 15K, you can potentially have a 8-second street car that you can drive wherever. I know a lot of guys that follow me, they're on a budget just like me. I'm not rich, and sometimes you gotta take shortcuts. I'm just doing cheap as possible. Can't really beat it. So I just got done editing this on iMovie, and just want to recap real quick. And I know this is going to be a controversial video, I'm sure, and I'm making a pretty bold statement saying that this is an 8-second capable car, especially when I haven't even drove it yet. But I don't have a doubt that it won't run a good number when it's out. So with the 15 grand plus about 3 grand for the car, it's about 18,000 total. And I know that seems like a lot, especially when people are doing it for half the price. But on that list, you know there's a lot of stuff that was maintenance or stuff that needed to just be replaced anyway. So that's not just like a only full build parts list. That's just what I spent for things that you might not even need to buy. And I know Matt did 8s for 8, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but the car he started with already had stuff that I had to spend thousands and thousands on to get it there. My car literally had stock everything. K-member, control arms, shocks, steering rack, all the wiring. Everything was factory on it still. And for the first time of me doing something like this, it's not hateful, but I definitely learned a lot along the way of things that I could have done differently and saved some money on. So I'll know that for the next car. But yeah, hopefully we can get rolling on this, and come springtime, can bring it out and it'll be ready to go. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out. If you're new, consider hitting the subscribe button. Like the video. Happy New Year to everyone, and I'll see you later.